Ready. Play.
Bad luck, Jack. It felt like you didn't manage to get into his service games at all. Is that kind of problem?
Yeah, he served. I'm not sure what his percentage was, but it seemed like he served at a very high percentage. I wouldn't say I returned amazingly well today, but when I did get the return back in court, he seemed like he had the answer most of the time as well. So yeah, he's definitely better behind serve than I was today, for sure.
We were a bit surprised to see his name on the team sheet. Were you surprised, and how much did your preparation just take in all three possible opponents?
No, I actually, the team, and it seemed like you guys thought that Draper would play. I actually thought that he would play because, you know, his tennis level, I've hit with him a lot. I played him earlier on this year, I had to play him amazingly solid match to beat him. His tennis level at times is, I think, top 10 in the world. He doesn't miss many balls. His ball speed's good on both sides, very consistent. I think he's just yet to find maybe a season where he's been consistently good. But I know that when he plays well, he's very tough to beat. So I'm not surprised that he was picked to play.
Jack, how did you find the whole sort of atmosphere? Probably a bit different even to Manchester. Stepping out there, was it a learning experience, something you enjoyed, or how did you feel?
Yeah, it actually almost seemed a bit louder here than Manchester. I think the Serbians obviously quite vocal. Seemed like we had a really good crowd of people. So yeah, like overall, you know, obviously I'm focused on the match, but it's an invaluable experience for me at a young age. I think also, you know, it's difficult knowing that Cam has to go and play Djokovic after, and that's kind of seemingly a must-win match for me. Like, who knows, I back Cam and let's see how he does, but it's definitely a tough challenge to go out there knowing that there's a lot more almost pressure on me to win the match. But as I said yesterday, like all in press, that's the kind of pressure that if I want to be a top player, I have to cope with and have to perform under. And yeah, it's tough not to get the win today.
Jack, you seem a little bit sniffy. Have you got a bit of a cold or anything? Or how are you feeling physically?
No, I feel good. It's obviously just seemed very hot in there. There's obviously a lot of pressure on the match. Like I gave it my all. And yeah, sometimes after a match you kind of don't feel great about yourself. So yeah, have to pick myself up. I'll go and support Cam after I'm done here. And yeah, but it's not easy losing a match like that.
Whatever happens in the Cam and Novak match, we are coming to the end of the season. What is it that you probably look to work on in the next few weeks before Australia?
Yeah, I think regardless of what happens, I'll have some time off. Since I got injured with my shoulder in May, you know, I was kind of staring down the barrel a little bit. I hadn't played all year. It seemed like my ranking was just dropping all the time. When I finally got back to playing, I was ranked 130. It was a real tough challenge to sort of get back with the challenges and mentally have to deal with that real drop. But kind of since May, since Wimbledon, I haven't had a break. So coming here feels a bit tired. I've been going for 3-4 months non-stop. Not saying that's the reason I lost today, but I'm definitely going to enjoy a little break to reset myself. I think in terms of a game perspective, I'm really proud of the improvements I've made this year. I think that you know, even today that I lost the match, I'm trying to play in the right way. I didn't serve great, but I'm trying to look to come forward a lot more. Definitely tactically is an area that me and my coach have been speaking about, because at this level, everyone plays such a high level that you have to work out tactically how to beat them a bit quicker. But I think in terms of the way I'm playing, I'm proud of the improvements I've made in coming forwards and using my size a little bit more. And yeah, like I think it's only exciting with me. I've got so much to improve on, and I think that's an amazing thing. So just reset and look for improvements, and yeah, I think I can proud of the way I'm going about my business, and I'll just keep doing it.
Jack, I wonder how you felt physically in the second set. There was a couple of points where it looked a little bit later, or you felt a little bit physically pushed, but I might be seeing that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes in a lot of these matches, like, we work hard. It's not often physical. It's more mental. You know, there's obviously a lot of pressure on the match. There's nerves. Second Davis Cup tie, playing against a really good player in a difficult match. You know, there's a lot of nervous energy, and so it felt like times I was a bit flat, and I had to pick myself up for the match. Not from that's what nerves do. They make you a bit flat. They make you a bit slow at times. So I was trying to get myself up for it and trying to get the guys to get behind me a bit more. And there was definitely a few ups and downs in the way I was feeling physically, because that's what nerves do. They take over sometimes. So again, I gave myself the best opportunity to stay in the match. I gave myself chances. I think I got beaten by a better player today, to be honest.
Hi, Jack. Like I said, it's always very tough to absorb a defeat like that, especially when you're hearing your opponents, the Serbs, celebrate. But I'm just wondering what Leon said to you on the chair and what sort of reassurance he gave you.
What, after the match? Or?
Yeah.
I mean, from an attitude perspective, I can't give any more. You know, I prepared the best I can for this week. I went straight from Sofia. I played a lot of matches there, and I got straight back to training, knowing that obviously Dan was injured. I wasn't sure about Andy, but I've been preparing excellently well. My training every day has been great. And yeah, today I just came up short. I think I gave all I had mentally. I didn't do a few things as well as I wanted to, but he played a great match, and I think that was Leon's message. It was a positive one. Like, you gave it your all. These things happen. It's a sport, and I've just got to keep working. That's it, really.
Jack, considerations. I mean, if Britain were to go out this evening, I'm sure the LTA will do a post-mortem into the Davis Cup campaign. Looking ahead, do you think Leon is the right man to go forward? Do you want to see any change, or do you think continuity, stability is important?
I mean, obviously I'm new to the team. Like, I haven't been here in the past. Obviously there was some stuff that Dan said around the Davis Cup and stuff, but in my opinion, Leon's excellent. Like, he does an amazing job keeping all the players happy. He's extremely professional. The whole support staff is amazing. He gets the best out of the players. Obviously, if it wasn't for the injuries, Cam and Andy would be here. That's our top 4 players. So, you know, other nations don't often get all their best players because maybe there's something wrong with the team. But he creates an amazing environment. We all want to play for him. We want to work hard, and he only is positive around us. In my opinion, it's up to him if he wants to step down or not. But I'd be very happy if he stayed on and we can keep playing, because he's, like I said, he's a great captain, a good guy. So he gives us a lot.
2 more questions.
Just between now and Australia, are you going to train in the UK? And who do you think will take with you on the plane to Australia?
Yeah, I'll be in the UK. I was potentially going to go away to train, but at the last minute, the UTS event in London called me up and said someone's withdrawn. So if I could participate, and it seemed like a good opportunity to play some matches against top players as a bit of a break up in my training. So yeah, I've got 4 or 5 weeks to work really hard, and then on the flight to America, Australia, I'll just go with my coach James, and I'll have a physio out there with me. So you know, I've got a great team around me, and I just keep on improving, stay injury free, and yeah, like I'm in a really good place in general. It's not so much the drop shots. I mean, today actually, like, a few of my drop shots were executed really poorly at tough times. I mean, usually I use them the right way actually, but playing the right way, you know, I've always been someone, especially last year, I've came up short against very good players because I've not been brave enough to come forwards and use my power and my ball speed and all these things. And so that's been a real shift at the back end of this year. I've started to really back myself and come forward a lot more. Thought we passed really well today. Sometimes just didn't get quite on the volley. But yeah, I think again I did that pretty well today. I came forward a fair bit, I just didn't execute at times, and if I keep on playing that way, I can only get better, and hopefully against better players it starts to pay off. So yeah, just keep on working to come forward and be more aggressive. That's ultimately where the game's going.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.